if you were him. Yeah, but okay, yeah, no, right. Yeah, if you were him, you would like look at your shoes and walk by politely and hang your head down. And well, you know what? I look at it too. It's kind of like a fundraising thing. It's like when I went back to the Meals on Wheels site with where the abuser works. I'm confronting this deep reality that they refuse to have any accountability. So when somebody wants to write their check or sponsorship for their park district, they should give a thought. Like, are they actually being equitable? Are they being fair? Or are they being kind or compassionate or considerate? I don't know. Yeah, I think somebody was yeah. Oh,
Um, well, see, you have a cause to go in there and do that, whereas, this guy is kind of going outside of his boundaries, and he's probably going to get in some trouble
well, I think
at some
what it
point
was he
doing
saw
this.
somebody he knows from a different situation, which is the anti-fascist action group that wear masks over their faces and they smash people and buildings and stuff. They do a lot of vandalism and violence. So he was basically pointing out someone, like, oh, hey, I know you, anti-fascist. I know what you do, even though they're in their day job or their day life hanging out on this boulevard. So that I think is what he was going after. And those specifically those people, the anarchist kids who like to keep a secret identity so they can secretly do criminal activities like spray paint or whatever, or smash people's faces in dark alleys. It basically, the way I get it, it's kind of like old fashioned Law and Order. It's like, yeah, I know you're a mass criminal by night. Okay, I see you. And the I see you is the moment of confrontation. And that's where, yeah, no, I so totally don't want someone like Brandon Farley to get knifed on the street or beaten up or anything. But to me, it's sort of like, well, when you let the criminals take over your town and intimidate people out of their basic human rights, like, and like these kids, I've had them come after me too. One time I was at a protest probably in like 2016, or it was right after Trump got elected or something. One of them just takes a flying run at me, like this skinny little tiny Gen Y kid coming at me, and I'm like, okay, just like made a move for my camera, and I was like, I saved the camera, I ran across the street, and then the cops were like, you should just go home. And I was kind of like, yeah, this is kind of lame because like everyone's upset about Trump being elected, but why do these people don't even think? I get it because they're doing a bunch of graffiti and there was probably going to be a lot of like window smashing later, which there was, which I missed all that. But I don't know. I first came across that in Los Angeles when I was like thinking, oh yeah, like let's do some more like take some pictures of this little gathering. It was Occupy, I think, and it was like no, they were like no, you cannot take our picture, and I was like why? And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just clueless because I'm just this big ham who's like, oh yeah, let's put it all on the internet, and then I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm not cool because you guys are so cool. You have to have masks all the time. But so to me, I always feel like the kid that's not even allowed in the clique, you know? It's just like, okay.
The other thing I need to remind you about, in terms of this guy who's doing the filming and maybe even you with this, having the problem with those people, is that do you remember the journalist in L.A., the girl journalist in L.A. who got stabbed to death by a
Stabbed?
homeless guy?
Stabbed?
Because she was doing exactly the same thing that this guy is doing?
Oh, was that the one at Hollywood and Highland back like 9 years ago? There's
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
just taking a
She got it.
picture. Okay, man. Okay, man. I will so straight up tell. Um, hey, man. I'm gonna go like, hey, man. Hey, man. I'm gonna link into your man. My buddy. I'm gonna go. My buddy, Matty. I just want him to know you're there, cause you know what? I think he actually needs friends outside of this little hellhole he's in this stupid city. Matty07 reminds me that on Hollywood Boulevard, someone got stabbed to death for taking a picture. It was a picture.
Yeah. Of the homeless guy.
Got stabbed to death by the homeless guy. It was right by like Forever 21, wasn't it, too?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact location, but I know
I did, because I had to at the train. It was at the train station. Yeah, I just remember it because it kind of creeped me out to have to walk past a stabbing scene. Man, my LA street smarts. Do It was around 2010, wasn't 2010. Just stay safe. PUI. I had too many I had cuidado. That's what it looks like. Cuidado. Well, I don't know if I know how to spell. Watch. Maddie said, hey man, someone got stabbed to death by the homeless guy. I said, I just say be careful.
Very dangerous. I don't recommend it.
You can talk to him later if you guys want to talk online. Hey man.
Yeah, he likes you all right. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's asking for trouble. I would recommend doing something else.
Yeah, and it's sort of like the theory that you could get run over by a car if you ever walk off the street or something. Like, there's a point at which caution, it's like, danger's fun. Danger's a rush sometimes. And confronting power and abuse is a rush, too.
It can be. It's just a good way to get killed. Look at Jamal Khashoggi.
Yeah, right. Right. No, and I've straight up talked to Brandon online about all my favorite journalists that got killed. And I talked to him when we spoke on the phone about like how I expected to be killed, to the point that it was almost just like an understanding that the boundaries I wanted to push were like take it to the limit of people want to oppress the truth or oppress honesty, or they want to oppress you because you dare to think you have a right to have an opinion. And I told him, well, like, I didn't die. And then that was like, whoa, I just keep living. That's cool. But like Jill Dando or politicians like Anna Lind, Olof Palme, I mean, they were like the Bobby Kennedy and Jack Kennedy of Sweden, like super major tragic assassination style killings. Anna Lind was stabbed to death in a department store in Sweden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like kind of...
They were trying to make change in their country?
They tried to say it was like a mental illness thing. I think it was obviously a misogyny thing because she was a very powerful woman. She would be like maybe third highest, like Minister of Foreign Affairs, something like that. Um, but I think it was also like maybe a position she took with a controversy in Serbia at the time, Serbia, Kosovo, something like this, which I don't know because it was like I think 2003. Oh no, it was right after 9/11 too. There was something that felt like connected to 9/11 in terms of just like I don't know. And it was even discussed that it was such an orchestrated assassination hit job that the person who did it got like a special escort out of the building. The security cameras got fudged. Almost like it was a. I just don't want to go there because it's been a long time since I read about it. But the Anna Lind assassination. So she was killed, and just around the corner, Olaf Palme was killed. And Olaf Palme basically changed Sweden. He went to Detroit. He saw American homelessness and tragedy. And he went back to Sweden and was like, we're going to fix this. We're going to build the Swedish social state. So it was American squalor that really propelled that.
Wow.
And he was like shot leaving a movie theater with his wife. Somehow his wife was unscathed. I think she was just like a few feet away. And he just got, like somebody came up and just put a bullet through him. And one day I was walking on the Strasse, like right where he died. And it was on the anniversary of his death. And this guy met me and he was like, I was like, do you know where the computer store is? And he's like, it's over there. And then somehow we started talking. And he's like, well, it's so strange that I would meet you on the anniversary of Olaf Palme's murder, on the spot where Olaf Palme was murdered. Because he's like, people go by the graveyard and they lay roses like all year long. They have his biography by their bedside table. Like, he is just like, to some people, and I don't know which people don't like him, but he's the architect of the Swedish miracle. And anyway, that's my little speech about Olaf Palme. That's what I gather. And if I said something stupid, and real Swedish people are like, that's stupid. I don't know. That's just my impressions as an American.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that's a really great story. Terrible what happened. Oh, can you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, let's see. Well, yeah, well, that's another thing. You know, I think it's even dangerous to be a good person.
Yeah, exactly, right?
If you look at that, I mean, you look at what happened at Kennedy. I mean, you know, Kennedy, I saw a YouTube video of him making a speech about healthcare for all, and he was proposing it.
Yeah. Seriously, good.
You know, he was going to do that in his administration. He got killed.
Yeah.
You know, did you happen to see the movie The Irishman?
Right.
Did you see that?
What? Say it again.
Did you see the movie called The Irishman?
Oh, The Irishman. No. Is that new? That just came out?
It's recent. It's on Netflix. I recommend you watch it before it goes away because it talks about the Kennedy era because it's about Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, neat. I need to hear about that because I heard Jimmy Hoffa attacked Robert Kennedy in the Oval Office. He pushed him up against a wall and choked him. And Kennedy didn't press charges. He was Attorney General at the time. Like, he was the head of the entire freaking justice system.
Yep.
I don't even get that. Could you fill me in on Jimmy Hoffa? Could you, like, summarize it? As an East Coast guy who's older than me, as my big brother, Matty.
Yeah, well, I could summarize it by saying that, Jimmy Hoffa used the help of the mafia to become the head of the Teamsters, and then he got too big for his britches, and the mafia killed him. And, because he was, I can't remember.
Robert Kennedy was going after the mob. That was, okay.
the mafia was getting mad at Jimmy Hoffa for like just I think they wanted him to step down or something, and he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He refused and held on to his power at the head of the Teamsters, and he would not let go. And you know, the chilling part of the movie is when, you know, see Joe Pesci is playing mob boss.
Yeah.
You know, for once, which is very interesting. Joe Pesci does the best job I've ever seen him do.
Oh, neat.
Movie. And you know, he's not the wise guy in this movie. He's a very calm. You know, it's people who talk quietly that are really scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, he says to Robert De Niro, who's the hitman, the Irishman, the only Irish guy who ever worked for the mob, actually, for the Italian mob. And, you know, this guy, Joe Pesci's character, says, we just whacked the president. What makes you think we can't whack the head of the team?
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Whoa. No, I really do need to see that. Okay, on Netflix. Okay, I think I need to order that again.
Yeah, great movie. It's pretty long, though. 3 hours.
God, I wish you could hear the blonde redhead. Too many audio
I'll
inputs.
have to check that out.
Okay, so I'm just calling the whole thing. I'm sort of going to be Google bombing your name. I hope you don't mind. I hope Econ Breakfast doesn't mind. Versus Brandon Farley.
Okay. You put me in there. I mean,
yeah, I should like have a warning label on me, like expect that somebody failed to like. Okay, I'm still making this one, so I'm going. Okay, now I just have Trolled by Rockstars. It's sort of like Trolled by Rockstars. I really always hated the term troll too, because I'm like trolls are like a Scandinavian. I don't know. It's just like. They're not a bad thing. They're just a magical creature.
Well, they're a magical creature who don't like when you cross their bridge.
Oh, thank you. What is the troll? So out of the Scandinavian festival in Astoria, they have like all kind of like little anecdotes and stuff about trolls. Ben and I went to that in 2015. It was so fun. He loved it. Yeah. I'm having trouble with my feelings towards Ben, too. I saw him on roller skates at McDonald's, and I could tell it was him from his shoulders, and I was like, oh, he's on roller skates? Like, right when the coronavirus stuff was starting to break. It must have been, like, the 13th or something when everyone was just getting really tense, or, like, the 9th. And he was just, like, as happy as a little child, and I really do forgive him. But it's kind of... Uh-oh, whoops. Okay, so that one is 3. Oh, wow. So then I have Untitled 3, too? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to trust that my numbering system is working fine. Okay. Yeah, that's number 4 then. I think I'm going to go for 4 with that. So we're on our 5th movie, Matty. So that's how fun taping your phone call is. And you know what? Some people don't have nice friends that call them. And here I've got like Karen and Katie calling me too. And I had talked on the phone so much in January, I might have given myself the coronavirus or whatever because I had a sore throat. But I used to get I'll get laryngitis from talking too much. Like I'll just completely max out my vocal cords.
Well, it can happen. You have to be careful and
right.
Pace yourself.
How about, I don't know when this stuff ends or not. So now in a way I should go back and look at the footage and figure out if the title even is applicable. Because otherwise it just looks like a Google bomb. I was studying internet marketing technology terminologies, but a little more than usual. But I whenever I figured that stuff out around 2008, I was like, oh, a spam text. I get it. But you know how the internet works. It's fascinating.
Yeah, well, what's really mysterious about it is that you can either be completely unnoticed on the internet or all of a sudden just one thing at random, everyone jumps on it. And you never know what that thing is going to be.
What is
you
your
know,
feeling about that
yeah.
econ breakfast person? Do you think that econ breakfast person is right about or shaped your viewpoint about Farley's art form or video blogging or whatever, video documentary stuff?
All I'm saying is that I don't know if econ breakfast is right. But
Yeah.
what I am saying is that if this guy wants to be some kind of a video journalist, he needs to, get aligned with, number one, don't do it alone.
Don't do it alone. That was advice I gave him. I was like, always go out in a team. Because these are the kind of people they will follow you home and beat you up. That kind of shit. Oh my God.
Exactly. That's the first thing. If I was him, if he wants to be a video journalist or whatever, he should try and apply at a television station and do it for them so that he's at least slightly protected. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, so and Matty recommends, but see, there are things that I've done where I go in alone, and that's also God, how do I spell recommends now? Recommends going as a team.
Yeah.
I think he was a team, and then his other. Okay, of course, it's fun, and so it's very alarming. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. I'm going to look that one up and send him an article to it. It's just kind of like the real world that we're in. We got to protect people somehow. I don't know. I think, what do they call it? The avant-garde, like the front lines. You know the Morrissey song? Did you listen to the song, The First of the Gang? It was like on his 2005 album.
I probably should.
Basically, it's such this sort of Irish, his Irish hard English blood, or whatever his song. Yeah, it's like that, but it's like he was the first of the gang to die, the first of the gang with the gun in his hand, and the first to do time, and the first of the gang to die. Oh my! And Hector was the first. He fought for the rich and the poor and the not very rich and the very poor. And he's, oh God, Brian McGuire covers that. Yeah, wow. No, I was having my little, like, let's see, homeless LA, no, Hollywood stabbing. I'm going to see if I can find that. It was right by the theater and everything. Here it is. Homeless man wanted in stabbing death. Here we go. Okay, I'll send it to him. That way he can just see it for himself. But also, like,
you can't always plan when you need a gun.
Oh my God, gun propaganda? Do I really want that? Not really. Okay.
What's that?
Well, it's got gun.
A homeless man suspected of killing another man is still on the run this morning.
Stabbing
CBS
death.
News' Cara Finstrom is live
This
at
is a
LAPD
new one.
headquarters.
No, that's not the one that I want. I want the old one. It was in 2010. Hollywood Highland. Over a picture. That's the one. We're thinking of the same one. Picture.
Yeah.
Stabbing.
Yeah, the guy killed her.
There's so many stabbings in LA. It's just like, no, here's this homeless man. Wait. Okay, here, maybe this is it. Maybe it was 2013. Homeless man. No, because there was one in 2010, too. Aggressive panhandler on Hollywood. Oh, God. 2 men held the coworker on the wall. Oh, this is just so upsetting. Stabbings, yeah. Homeless man sentenced to 12 years.
Well, the other thing you have to remember is a lot of the homeless are mentally ill. And, you know what they say at the zoo, don't tease the animals.
Don't tease the animals, right.
You know?
Okay, I'm just gonna send him this. I found the LA Times article. I don't think I'm cut off of LA Times, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but he might not be. Sort of sad. Weird. No. Well, he's a beautiful redhead, though. Oh my god, what a beautiful guy to be stabbing people. What a history. I think there have been multiple.
You know what's funny? My mom tried to tell me I was good looking today. I'm like, Mom, you wouldn't say
You're
that.
like,
if you
but you're
saw
my
me
mom.
when I
That
struck
doesn't
out.
count, Mom. You're not helping. Go away, Mom. I know, right?